All right, guys, want to take a look at how to use the Desmos calculator to do solving systems of equations. So let's see. I think U1 is one that you have to do. To get into the Desmos calculator, choose assessment, go to the state, graphing calculator, start practice. Is this a solution? So all you have to do is copy that, paste it there, copy that, paste it there. And if it has one solution, the intersection is the solution. So is 1, 9 a solution? It sure is. Yay. All right, so you can have one solution, infinitely many solutions. That's when the line is exactly the same. They just rewrote it differently. Like, so for example, if I have this line, notice my blue line is on top of my red line, right? It's the exact same line, infinitely many solutions. And you can have one that is parallel to one, and that is no solution. So if it doesn't meet at all, it is no solution. So let's try this line. This never meets, right? So it is no solution. So you can have infinitely many solutions, no solutions, or you can have one solution, all right? So once again, all you do is you're going to copy and paste it. Make sure you copied and pasted it correctly. Zoom out if you need to. I think it is the same line. I'm going to take this out to look. Yep, it is. So if it's the same line, it has infinitely many solutions. So I'm just checking the 0.15. So I'm going to make my graph right here, and I'm going to look at the 0.15. 15. Is that on the graph? It is. So yes, that is a solution. Zoom out. So just have your Desmos calculator ready to go, and all of this is just a matter of using your Desmos calculator to complete your work. Okay, so boom, it has, so this is where they meet. Is that a solution, 1, 7? No, because this only has one solution, so no. Okay, and that's what you're gonna keep doing until you get to 60. Control B, Control C, Control V. This one has a solution at 0, 3.4. So is that a solution? No. All right, so again, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. It has a solution at 1, 1. Is 1, 1 a solution? Yes, it is. All right, so this is what you're doing until you get to 60. So this should be a nice, quick, easy day. Control C, Control V. A solution at 110. Yes, that is a solution. All right, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. Parallel lines do not have a solution. So is that a solution? No, it's not. Okay, parallel lines do not have a solution. All right, last question, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. Solution at that is 1, 4 solution? Nope. So I am done with that work. All right, so once you get done with that, the next one was U2, okay? So this one is just simply putting it in the calculator and copying it down. So do this, put it there. All right, so it has this point. Okay, maybe that's not a good point. Find 2 corners. So there's a point 0, 5. So we'll take this first line in 0, 5 and put it right there. All right, then the next point, so find a corner here. This is a corner right here. Oh, that's not a corner. How about here? No, that's not a corner. How about here? All right, 515 is a corner. Okay, so you have to be quite particular actually. 515 is past my graph, so that stays within my graph. So I'm staying within 10. Corner right here. And it's very, okay, I can see that it's very, what's the word? You have to be very specific. So -1, 3. So maybe with this one, I would just graph it and then double check my answer. So to graph it, it's also very quickly, very easy. start with the intercept, which is -1, so -1, and then I'm going to rise, go down 1, right 1, and this is the solution right there. Oop. And then I would just check your solution to make sure that you did do that correctly. So, oh, what's happening? What's happening? Let's just take all of that. All right, so my solution should be -2, 1. Is that true? Yes, it is. And so put it here, -2, 1. So with this one, okay, so I would graph it and then just put it in here just because to me, I find it easier, but you know what, I'm not sure what you got. All right, so again, you start with y crosses the y-axis at -2. And then this is change in y, rise over run. There's nothing there, it's over 1. So I'm gonna go down to right 1. Second line starts at +2, and this is negative invisible 1, and then so it's going to go down 1, right 1, and my solution is -4, 6. Again, you can double check those answers by copy, paste. Oh, I do not like how it's pasted this. So this, I guess it's not pasted quite as well, so I'm just typing it out. All right, so then that solution is -4, 6. Is that what I got? Yep, submit. Okay, so graph it and check it. There's nothing, it's not crossing anything, so it's 0. And then it's rise 2, run 1, rise 2, run 1, first line. Second line, there's no X either. It just has Y equals 6, so Y equals 6. So that's a straight line, Y equals 6. So my solution is 3, 6. And then just double check your answers in here. So, all right, so here we have 2x, and then here we have 6. And my solution is 3, 6. Okay, so just double check your answers. So here you're gonna graph it and then double check your answers. So again, we start at -3, -3. We're gonna rise +1 and run 1. Second one, we'll start at +3, so that one is -3. Start at +3, you're gonna go down 1, right 1. Okay, so because slope is down, rise over run, so down 1, right 1. And my solution is 3, 0. And again, you just want to type it in here to check. So I'll check one more, but I don't mind getting it wrong, so I don't want to check every single one. -x plus 3. All right, looks about the same and crosses at 3, 0, which is my answer right there, okay? So with this one, I would do it by hand. So this one has no y-intercept, so that means it's 0. It's rising -4, so go down 4, right 1. This one starts at -3. So click on the next line, -3, and then it's rising -1 and right 1. Solution is right here, which is 1, -4. So 1, -4, and then you can type it in here to just double check. So -4x, -x minus 3. And my solution is 1, -4. Okay, so that's what you're doing with that one until you get to 60. And then let me show you finally the last one. All right, last one is U14. Solve the system using any method at all. And it's pretty much the same thing that we did in the first one. Just copy, paste, copy, paste. Okay, your solution is where they cross, which is -2, 2. All right, so this is how you use a calculator to cheat. However, you do have the notes as to how to do it without cheating. Especially if it's multiple choice, you can plug in the answers. But if they give you a calculator, why not -5 okay, at this point? All right, so if you know how to do it, definitely practice a couple. In fact, I would do 1 or 2 forwards just in case they don't give you a calculator on these, and then use the calculator to do the rest. And you can see just, wherever it crosses is your solution. If it doesn't cross, then no solutions. If it's exact same line infinitely, many solutions. And it's just that simple, but you just really got to get comfortable with using this calculator. Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. And ooh, this one's a little funky. Let's zoom in, zoom in. Okay. All right, so this one's a little bit harder to see. I think that's my solution. Where the dot is my solution. And since I'm doing this by calculator, I'm willing to get it wrong. 2, -9. So some of them you might have to zoom in, but once you click in here, the dot should appear where they go through each, when they intersect. All right, I'll do one more. So Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. Zoom out if you need to. And find the intersection, click in here to get the dot, and there it is, 10, 10. Right. And so that's how you use the calculator to do your work. But please just make sure you practice at least once the long way. So solve this the long way. So if I'm using any method on this one, I would do it by, let me annotate on here real quick. It doesn't take long, just make sure you do one. I would do it by taking this whole thing and multiplying everything by 2. So if I multiply all that by 2, I will get the top one. So I'll write the top one, actually by -2, because the idea is to get rid of 1, right? All right, so if I multiply that by -2, I'm going to get -2y. So I multiply everything, -6x and -4. Now, the idea towards that is not, I can add this, y minus 2y is -y equals 6x minus 6x is 0x. 10 minus 4 is +6. So I get -y equals 6. Divide both sides by -1 because I want to get rid of this negative. So I get y is equal to 6. Once I have y is equal to 6, I plug it into anything I want to. So I'll plug it into this top one. So if y equals 6x plus 10, where I see y, I'm going to put 6. I put 6 equals 6x plus 10. All right, take 10 across the river. It's going to change to -10. So that's gone. So I have 6 minus 10, which is -4, equals 6x. Okay, so I've done something wrong because I shouldn't get a decimal. Let me check my answer real quick. And again, this is the benefit of using a calculator. So even before I put it in, because I'm just trying to quickly rush through this. Let's see. -2 is what I should get. So let me check my work real quick. So 6x plus 10, multiply everything by -2, -2y, -6y. Oh, I did not multiply that 4 by 2. Okay, so just be careful. So I'm just going to change all of my answers right here. Okay, boom. I'm going to do it a different color so that you can see where I went wrong. All right, so 4 times -2 is -8. So 10 minus 8, 10 minus 8 is 2. And then so 2 divided by -1 is -2, which is what I get. This is x and then y. So I'm still, my sign is still off. Let's see why. Oh, it's supposed to be -2. -2 is the answer. Okay, so my sign is not off. All right. And then plug that in where I see y is 2. I take this other side, -10, that's going to give me -8. Still get a decimal. Why am I getting a decimal? Y is -2. Shaking my head. I clearly, y'all, it's the end of the day. I'm ready to go. But I wanted to make this video real quick. So that's -12. Divide both sides by 6. When I get x is equal to -2. Okay, so that's how you do it forwards. And you know, to be honest, you might get a question without the calculator. So if you get it without the calculator, you definitely need to know how to do that. If you get it with the calculator, copy it and paste it inside the calculator and let the calculator do the work for you. All right, so I hope that you paid attention to that and that you understand how to do it, and you can go from there.